It's fine. Thank you.
Which time of it?
Oh yeah.
Because you are nowhere to be found. There you go.
Afuna bekala box okanye pha.
Yeah, but okay, no man enough. Yep.
Ungavaleki completely.
Anonolive ngapha wena.
Mara move lo yeah.
Ngamo? Okay, akho moya pho.
Akoma. Yeah. You, Sam. No way starting point here. Obese kukhona umnyango yakho. But yeah. Sisho ke. Anzile kube mesithi lapha kungele Jamie channel yona into KS Culture Shock. Le show ngibona le Jamie nokuxeleka kunjani. This is that Stones from a Glass House. Thethe igaga le apha. Yabo uthethe izingavakaliyo. Into ezolahlisa abantu. Ezogqithisa abantu emisebenzini. Ungabunixela man edit kanjani ke mina ke. Because soon wenza be live le. And once be live ke
Akho wona.
I go live ngoku so no umuntu makazifake training at least.
So you fish at your own risk?
Yeah, you at your own risk fit. Because ke akhomali yami nto mali yami le. Awuzungixela man thini mina. Fit ungayifaki la into nguwe nje.
Free cloud.
Hayi, dilitha yona le.
I was gonna rush it to be.
Bagi camera manzi.
Bagi camera manzi. Laptop, everything. Okay.
Couple guys very strong, man.
Full verse number 10.
Boop.
Boop.
Yeah, boop. Hello. Boop way to know.
Fake ICM as a tradition.
What traditions, right? Tradition you get up
Sir, welcome around to the channel. Sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling
when it comes to apply about somebody's manager, from direct ways or
that's
fully show carry eyes.
sometimes it's more fair to sometimes you can be too professional.
So just because you're on camera, it's sihlaza Joe.
Man, man.
Ubonakala interview.
Yebo xa upro unesayini losipora thina mfethu. Uneklama yakho yebo. Akumile elite. Uba nje on a Sunday kwangaba ngesuit.
Sunday the 20th.
The 20th.
At
Mapei labantu.
yeah mfethu. Yeah man, you interrupt and live I'm about to say to tell the sad truth about my life.
Yeah, there we go.
And I have like 8 hours left before I age it, you know. Oh, I have number 10. I'm about to do it double shot. You know almost. You know how we do it. No man, you know right. You can just log on to the link. Log on to the link.
Subscribe to the channel.
Man, I'll send you the
It's a
link.
live stream.
We locked his eyes. As full body will project was for the main say. I didn't close it. Either way, near way the room is open, so you have access to the Wi-Fi. You can just watch from the room and not out. Cheers, dude.
Okay, so we basically spent 5 minutes. Steady gag. So to anyone who's watching, this is Stones from a Glass House on the KS or Culture Shock YouTube channel. And then abantu again bakhethe random ngoku. But after the episode, there was more control.
One of correction, we came here out of our own accord. Kind of busy was
like you know, with Abraham Nyama, when you do anything, attendance. So okay, but right now it's just the auditions. Everyone tools. So weak, strong. But delete about week. But anyway,
Your boost.
Well, it's the same, but before anything, and so it was always there. I've never cutting guys.
Exactly.
So that's why it's not going to go.
This thing I should have called this place a sweatshop. Cause
Yeah.
chaser.
It's hot out there.
No, it's a good thing. Where's here, but now you'll know what if you like away fan and
This is all.
because strong.
This is all.
No, it's quite silent. Call away feeling I think it sounds away. I know Polina. Can you pay like white grape it?
Next week.
What?
Next week.
Okay, pay the young ones, so you should buy me a fan so I can give it to you.
Did you say it with the alcohol?
Yeah. Anyway, so okay. I didn't write down any topic. I didn't have any focus. Just a freestyle. Yeah. But so those questions I'm as pambeneyo ne. Umntu aphendule. Uyazi bentshilo ke be-audition nje. Umntu angakwazi ukuphendula ke.
If I know isn't it no referral of it, I'm sweating up. It's like a sauna then.
You be goes and down tonight.
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh yeah, gonna. You know what I mean?
I had one, but he buys hands. I didn't. It was when it go away. I walk. You better all the way.
Do better where to do it.
Like a flex face.
Kaga's in high blood.
She probably. Who are you hiding from?
Nobody, nigga. I'm out here.
Man, I can hardly recognize you.
I'm out here.
I thought you were cross who lendi now.
Sup Cape Town, sup Kailicha?
God.
Go Wi-Fi Kailicha.
What? Tina Bandit. Except we in Belly of the Beast that became
Yeah, Belly of the Beast. We go in the post and say how come he kept telling you a hotspot. I seen that date.
I don't see that. Oh, I thought it's a yard. I see a hotspot. That's not date. I see it. Hey man. Just tell them what Mafia is pets.
That's not that much fit. Even though we went back on a operation whatever, but that's not sometimes. Because the bonus in the province goes on. Because Bonabana Bolandos, Abana is a good fat. Okay. Otherwise, I call it serious, guys. It's real. It's real. And can find a band of never cover for man, but it's real.
Apparently, any car like us, realizing we can cover it's a real out. I flop by again, I
can see you by
phone. To my ass is a parking zone. I have pictures, I have proof, I have evidence. Google Drive works.
Okay, my man, I'm going to tell you like a story.
That was my story. The archive, the amber. I even
it's a fact check.
Since the stay inside. I've been sanitizing. Like literally, like I have sex with women without touching them.
Sanitizing.
One would say fantasy.
No, I'm just saying this is how. No, if I condom, condom be your the bamba. And this nicks and I'm in cause COVID. But you know, it's serious, guys. So please.
From what he said, I believe his size of DKI is similar to his size of social distancing. Is it 2 meters? How many meters?
Man, pause. What the fuck? Today, no one's a guy go.
How you gonna pause? You just say pause.
Pause, nigga.
I could see it, but you see pause. It just goes on and on.
Okay, let me just ask though. If you were given a choice, what is the maximum amount in lobola you are willing to pay?
1,000 rand.
1,000 rand.
I'm not even willing to pay lobola.
Why?
I'm ahead of it.
I'm going to tell them, why was it
I feel like amanyama chitana lando ba I feel like I own now cherry once they start paying low pattern. But when I lando say first one pattern I paid for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna comment from experience. You know, I've been one, I am one.
Okay.
I have a younger brother, so I went to represent. the whole point of getting was to build the relations with family.
Okay.
And even though we come inside families, about town and no pull it's cash. So whoever will beg him out by saying they should be very careful on the amount that they beg, because what if we beg him out which I cannot afford, then he wants to now between the mate and the family out, because now if I cannot afford, I'm not going to a paper or apps and your ones
Loan.
the moment you loan, then in future I'm no baby, it's back on. Now we're gonna
But it's going to be moving a little slowly. I'm Quebec.
no, man. You know how much they have expectations after them chart, or they want to move to where's in chart.
Exactly.
And then it's not guaranteed by
Credit, Nale.
it's not man. That's what the future you want. Chart is not all about credit. If you full chart and then you spend all your savings, but at the female, it's not guaranteed that you're gonna get the money back. They will assist in the portions are maybe 20% or money could be there. But like I said, you built with love. So if family made, will always be careful on the amount so that they don't scare you, and also take into consideration about you guys about to start a family. Is that in expenses? Especially with COVID, you don't show about. No one is guaranteed in the next 2 months. Why coming down is a bit push.
Yeah.
Which is why it's allowed, because Gaga severe and they're trying to find ways to.
There's 2 days for the man.
Before going and the app, and I was in the toilet for being late. I'm sweating like a motherfucker right now.
Never. Oh shit.
Then it was like
Say good. Man, watch a fit. Are you guys live or? Yeah, no, we're not live.
No, we are alive. Not live. I tried to call you if you look at
Oh shit, people.
I tried to call you at Kotaba's house and tell you it was a necklace. And if you shall have, okay. I've been
COVID.
These are the masses. Except for it,
I called you guys. I wasted 2 hours at time. You ought to be
Come what the be.
I said you can't show out to capitate.
Are you serious?
Look at me, I'm sweating, I'm thirsty, it's Sunday, I'm hot, I need something to go on Kulisha. What do you mean by serious? In my defense, I'm hot. And it's proven, and now it's bonus. The actually is a bit.
Oh yeah. Prime time Jolis. Jola like. So, if you were given the choice,
Sure.
what is the maximum amount yellow bola you're willing to pay? Like maximum amount.
If I was given the choice, I think it would probably depend as to how much I'm actually making on earning.
No, maximum I'm not going beyond this.
Nah, I think 100K.
100K.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm a multi-millionaire.
Even if you're multi-millionaire, you're not going beyond 100K.
If I'm a multi-millionaire, nah, I think 100K. But if I see okay, the family I'm marrying into, because it's all materialistic, most in one way or another. Like, elements of traditional. It's got elements of materialistic, sometimes ambitions, and then I would guess like the value, like it's got sentimental value as well. It was a rite of passage. beningumfana utheni uyakuba indoda niqala ifamily naye umuntu ongisisi yena usuka from umuntu umuntu ongisisi yayisimameni yayisifazaneni yafumana.
Yeah, sure.
So I wouldn't put a price on it, but because of the financial circumstances, the situation I'm going, the price that I could only think of was 100 stacks. Maybe the next few years, I'm going to say, man, buy 5 million.
What's the amount that you would expect?
Where do you stay?
5 meter.
5 meter.
Yes.
Yo.
No, I'm saying if I had 100 million, I mean 5 meters is about substantial. You have money, but at the same time, it's a very guy. So my couple. Depending on the person, I mean sometimes lobola sinabantwana, sometimes lobola sesihlalisana, sesifana family. Sometimes you find that lo muntu khule naye nabuildana nasebenzisana, you build something together.
So still a 5 meter.
It depends entirely on the type of person and the family they come from. I mean, if they come from a family that's well off and they live in that lifestyle and and now we're so standard, sometimes you might change your mind. When you can come, family won't even demand money sometimes. And just say, nobody, no. Be more uncle about it. One kilo club and negotiate a committee to animal in
When you pay
and then sometimes you find that we can buy 50 grand because you kill no one game and you're right and it's not really about the money, it's about the Kwakubu club and building the empire.
So imagine so ilobola because it's Xhosa, as much as we like to pretend it's Xhosa say one. That's quite one.
Two.
So ilobola as the family, they use it for certain things as I don't even ask why themselves.
Oh yeah, me? I agree more with Nelis and Limited. Like imali siphatelayo for ilobola has to be if family le uchatela kuyo funeka ikwazi unicingela umntana wabo lo umchatayo nawe kuba niyaqala process banizoyoqala ifamily. So kule situation kuyo ngoku I'm not thinking by kane millions ezithini. Obviously kane millions I'll be loose with the cash. Okay, or that for million. But go kule situation kuyo the amount that I'm not willing to go over is 50. I'm not going over 50.
That sounds fair.
I am not going over 50.
That sounds very fair.
As I mentioned, it better be on the A game negotiations. Because if you have a family, you need to get a house. Like set up our own lifestyle to a comfortable without each other, at least the amount right for us to and it has to be an amount and say at least okay at least usebenzile yabo bike say wakhupha lonto anayo what bike say amount ngathi yabona ke ngoba abuse ngathi hey khosweni indaba yabo it has to be a reasonable amount that I can okay be born okay it's steep but okay nakwazi isebenzela
sure. To add to that, busabuza mosiba right here now, right? Ngalendlela siphila kuyo bombi siphila kubo. I mean, mhlawumbe ngakwazi usave for inyanga ezithile ke xa uqonda ukuthi ufuna umtshato. I think 45. I think 45 to 50 mhlawumbe xa ni-extend ngiyafuma. Because kunzima pha. Kunzima because funeka uphile. Funeka wenza zonke eziningi preparations and ntoni but into bayithethayo bathi kweminye imizi into enziwayo laa mali bayisebenzisa emtshatweni enye bona as a family umuntu ongusisi which is I've never experienced it ke ngoku
It was my follow-up
because kuthi umtshato uyadura ke futhi and I've seen umtshato ii-venues ezikhethwayo iyona mtshato ufumanisa kuba ngcono kwindawo kumaxesha amaninzi bayi-traditional but i-traditional endizibonayo ngokodwa ubona uba i-venue so if that's how it totally works then ke ngoku funeka ube reasonable because uthathe into account uba uyazi okay how much are they going to use kuyo yonke le mtshato and how much are you going to add more to that so it's financial man into eninzi yabo as in ifamily yobona uba ilobola indlela ezinricha ke mhlawumbe ndiyazi because of powerful someone.
Yeah, but there's a thing that
You break through.
this girl there
you willing to
was
walk away
complaining
with
that some guys go and make a loan by Landuze. But they didn't get married in Covalandus community of property. But now you guys have to pay. You guys have to pay off this loan, yellow ball.
So subjective.
Community of Masim.
What is the topic? What is the subject?
you can ask
Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Any experience?
Okay.
I think it's true.
Hello, if you were given the choice right now, but how much you can pay, what would be the maximum limit where you can Nansley, this is what I'm willing to pay.
For
And for Royera, this is a personal question because Ula wrote.
It's a trap.
Like Landuza, I'm Mbozo where it is like it has a general answer like
Doesn't have a solid answer.
Yeah. So ultimately, I'm going to affordability and it's wrong and it's right. You understand? It's a culture here today, and since the culture here to in all honesty, and it has not change and it meet halfway with who like bayafuna usithatha as much as funa bachata bona but nabo babachelelwe in the concept of ilanduza indaba yesiXhosa ilobola and all that jazz. I'm not saying all that shit but all that jazz yabona. Ingxaki lento ba kwa indaba yelobola uba singabuya umva like sibanga singabuyela nje umva kancinci is a matter of uba ukwamkeleka kulamzi ulanduza uthethela kuwo. That is the truth. Yeah. So awuzubonwa
But we are here now.
kaloku umtshato awuphelelanga umtshato ingxaki yomtshato awuphelelanga like awuphelelanga kulaa mtshato phase uthokeke ngokwam ngoku asiphinde sidibane naba bantu
unibwakhupha imiliyoni awugqibanga
then umthengile kaloku
million
umthengile ukuba wena uyakwazi ukhupha imiliyoni and ziinkozo kuwe then granted khupha loo million boss isibhanqa but akusalayo ihamba yakwa-affordability nyani like ndiyayazi mna ndizayikhupha ilobola kowam umndeni yabona ndizayikhupha ilobola but umamekhaya lona uma uyayazi uba ndifikele laphi and uma uyayazi uba ndizokophukabi andizosifaka kwilobola apho ngesophelela etyaleni nelanduza nomfazi.
Are you trying to say if people could be you'd rather go buy elsewhere?
Uthenga is an option kaloku nayo nje.
Is an option. No, but so we said it's based on affordability, right?
It will always be.
That's all. So if you can afford, if you've got the money for days, would you not? But let's say for example, you never know what's coming tomorrow.
But since you wanna like abantu bathenga inkomo yomdongwe like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah. Sorry, Pongo.
Yeah. So I was saying, suppose so if let's say for example, by virtue of chance, by your hard work, when you still say the same thing about when you still stick it to affordability.
Sense bona belungu bethenga inkomo zobdongwe ezinto zasezilalini thina sasizakhe ezilalini besithenga with hundreds of thousands of rands abelungu engayiboni noba like bafika bayibeke phaa ukhomba thixo wam lena into itsala apha uthathela inhlama le imanzi yaseyithi yenze benazampondo ancinci unikeze then athi umuntu yi-100,000 because ijoyishwe ii-colours zelanduza like ipaint ekaleni and ndisiyibona qho. This is not pure ivory or whatever like there's ways that's why it's wrong or
and it's going to break after a couple of months
and it takes one child akusalande yophuka. So ultimately speaking, if unemali engaka ya,
Go ahead.
go the fuck ahead. I swear to God, go the fuck ahead, mate.
Got you.
Yeah. If we're not going to you high, and I'm kind of running to go pick it and pick up me and the chatty then go ahead. Go buy some millions if you can.
Okay.
That's Mondays and look down.
That's
My opinion, anyway, is
How much?
give you a number.
Give me a number.
there's no number, Kubongi.
You didn't give a number now.
I said the affordability. I'm over 8,000.
Right now.
Like 1,000 rand. Sick man.
How much can you afford right now?
But why would you make a reference to?
Yeah,
Why would
10,000.
you make
10,000.
a reference to pay? Don't cheat.
No, like what are they like
You tell how much? And then, boom.
I'm not personally I go 45 to 50.
Holy shit.
45 to 50.
The most I could go.
And then,
all I'm saying is that Sukupa alone.
On record, Upong was lying. He started with 100 and then
Not now.
when he said bike say 100, he said
If I look at the money's needs,
maximum
maximum money's needs, I mean multi-millionaire.
But Sukupa alone, the point of the matter is that
Yeah,
Sukupa alone.
affordability.
Sukupa alone.
I think your opinion should be basically like a situation of
That's why I'm asking
That's why I said 50.
and what you see
Situation
and,
right now.
and how and where you see
Maximum I'm
yourself in
going
the next
Now,
3 years.
let me tell
50K.
you.
I think this is where I
So
think
when,
must clarify this point. This is whereby you found that your opinion on okay, my man, my your current situation, and I responded to that current situation after he spoke. Yeah, well.
Mamela,
So I know it could be 100,000. I start 100,000.
Kalok Mamela, it's time. Mamela, look, into lobola is time based. We are 10 minutes out in. Uthi the banana ngexesha elithile. Yabona. Now ndithatha mina uba unikwa 2021 wonke. Uyeva. Kuthiwa ngoDecember 2021 funeka izisi lobola. How much do each of you guys think nizokwazi ukukhupha?
Yeah.
That means Mamela ngibenthe qala kungalinge uthathe iloan for ilobola unless nithi nothatha iloan.
Let me tell you, I want to answer zenu. It's right. It's beautiful. It's balanced. Abanye bati feminism. Pay lobola. Baye bati kune millions, kupi millions. Baye madu kupi 1,000. Hey, me and baby so understand the situations there too. Me personally, I hear you. I mean, about what we about 50,000. Okay. Bediyam ke lesi. Phila lamaxesha today. Yabona elaxesha qala. Uqoqwa ubaleke nayo. Kidnapping shit they used to do. Yabo. So, mina ke personally, meet my baby, only 50,000 bro. 925.
Real nigga shit.
I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
Umuzo unayo wena 25.
So when 925.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Uma unayo 25 ke ngoku.
We are trying to move forward with life. So
But unayo
So like,
say awunayo 25.
it's not like out here to find away.
Here's the thing. It's not by my payment. What I'm saying is,
Which is now out by his time based.
Akazokwazi nje of course.
If she
How
wants
do
to
you
marry,
know How do you know about Hasbaziko?
Ilobola it's towards them.
shit. This is the beginning to show us we partnership. Me and you.
Utaka uzothi ngamancane kuyekwe.
Community of Masimba.
So wait, so if she says that she is incapable, of copying that 25K,
Then she is incapable of marrying a nigga.
so when izophela ngokuhappiness.
Of eyes pela, we will still fight and sit.
No, akafuni no. Ufuna i-security solid like
Oh, that's crazy. Do you know what's gonna help her in security life? I've been in mad. I've been on 25K. Because it's another topic, it's not time for another day, but okay. And your happiness here.
Oh my god.
But you know,
I am here to assist your happiness.
I'm not touching chile, boss.
That's true.
I'm not touching chile. Women can hustle.
Fuck out of here.
Women can hustle as hard as men do. That's why you find mama bit driving past. Because everyone, I'm going to find by handicap.
What
I had to ask this question, so Nina, Tina, we do agree, but times have changed. People can do things for themselves. Women can do more than us. We can do more than them at certain things. At certain intervals, they can do more than us.
True.
So, are you saying, okay, short, traditions, no, the problem with that is that tradition was dictating to us at first, but now that we've moved, and things have changed, the traditions, are we saying we're moving along with the tradition strictly? Or can you twist and to suit the times?
They are always
every day.
everything we just try tradition.
We are not the first and we will not be the last. We will twist these motherfuckers.
Everything we just try tradition.
Man,
If
we are imicimbi apha eKapa, especially, I'm sure you've gone to imicimbi where you've seen kuku VIP You've seen.
I just never has experienced a person that.
I'm trying to ascertain we host here too.
No, I've been in VIP.
Like, are you anti lobola?
I am pro whatever makes you happy, man.
No, that's not an answer. But anyway, are you anti lobola?
For me? Yeah, I'm pro.
You pro lobola, so
I'm
you
pro.
do believe that?
Because Mamela, it's not about belief, man. It's about everything we do in life, ne? We sekade yet happiness, but at the same time we try to make sure yet happiness are in money. So if the mali funapa will not put me out, and I will not destroy my life. Like let's say we talk to 500,000. Like then okay, and then you bank my credit is good. The bank is like, we'll give you 500,000, and then I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna end up paying it for the next 40 years. Yeah, well,
hey, that's nonsense.
It's nonsense. Yeah, well, but
so to remember, ilobola is a concept of negotiation.
It's a concept of negotiation, but
it's not them saying nonsense.
It's negotiation, but even in any negotiation, you have to get a point of about the message as data.
A point of impasse, yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
But ultimately,
so Mamela, what I'm saying ultimately is that I am with it. I'll do it. If the family, let's say the marriage, because it's not like man. Let's say I believe in lobola. If let's say I were to, God forbid, marry like Mlungu, some shit, right? And born traditional lobola, right? So I'm about force lobola. No, I believe in lobola.
You would be a very happy person.
Yeah, well, I won't force it. But if it's a requirement,
and don't say God forbid, but if it happens, love and now.
God forbid, fuck that.
God forbid.
But Anglo-Saxon. You would go to the woman and say, do you have 50% yale mali? Whereas ukuba you can't afford, like I was okay, I accept the 50,000 impasse yen, and then uthi kulamjana, do you have 50%? Therefore putting her in the same position that you are in. Whereas you could actually say, okay guys, nifuni 50,000 and naile mali. Yeah. Uye na kuma
it takes time,
adinaile mali.
Mamela yazi le ndawo yekwe maseko nqonqo. Yona nto ezeka amaxesha amaninzi ufumana into iyabizwa nyani uyafumana. Nixoxele okanye nixoxele ulume wakho nxabazi wakho wena ngelo xesha. Ibekwe nyani imali ufumanise uba ibekwe kulo 50. Kanti bophela besiwa kwintoni ndiyazakilisa i-50 mosiphezulu kakhulu. Ngoba mhlawumbi kwi-30 yafumana. Sabe sidlulisa sithi ingoma sabe sithi 10 ingoma. Yabo. Kuthiwa sifuna ingoma enhlanu. Kuthiwa inkomo yalapha endlini ke ngoku intoni? Ngamawaka lishumi yafumana. Bathi abantu bakuthi hayi ke uthethe depending on ulume bakho bakwazi uthetha kanjani na. Kuthi mhlawumbi sawa kumawaka amane kanye mhlawumbi amawaka amathathu emihlanu yafumana. Akamina amawaka nashumi nesithathu nesihlanu 35k masibe njalo. So wena usithi ba
mara ndifuna ikhumbule manje also please remember this is not a Xhosa podcast.
That's why I'm saying it.
No, wait for it. It's not a podcast.
So when the subtitle, oh shit.
I'm trying to make niggas understand.
Why have a bouncing ball in this bullshit?
Don't be out here shakalombili.
Proper kid. They put it like this. Now they're gonna say right. So they say 50k. Fam comes through. Your uncles are like, okay, it's gonna be like they've only got 35k or 40k. We're getting 30k, and then you settle on an amount. you find that, okay, in most cases you'll find when you go there actually, I'm talking from perspective that I know, the limited knowledge that I have, right? So they settle on a price, right? And in most cases, or in cases that I know of, you don't wholly out, like you don't pay out the whole amount at the same time. Some people will say, okay, because because it's usually uncles and elders that know all this shit better than us. Truth be told, man. We're getting to uncle stages now, yeah. So now, what happens is that, okay, let's say for example, it's this 50K. You get to say, okay, I've only got 25K. Your lady says she hasn't got that 25. So in the and then later. Would you settle for that?
No, but that's how it works. You know, the surveyors, after a set price, you need to go
you niggas need to understand something now. This thing in .18, we're living in 2020. About like women are also working 50-50. This is how I will start my show. If from lobola work, it's like about 50-50. No pay. Because this is the amendment I would like to make to lobola. But you could trust it so big.
Proposed amendment.
Yeah, because it's not very, but okay, I understand back in the day in Pangelo, like work was a man's situation. Right?
Sure, makes sense.
Talk to the news, right? So you are always the one, but we're not there anymore, man. We're not there anymore. Imagine you're working, you and your girl both work. She makes 30K a month. You make 25K.
15.
Let's say you make 15. You make 15. They're about to charge. This woman makes double what you make.
Like, why do you actually think?
What do you mean, Umoya? This woman makes double what you make. It's okay.
This one,
I will hire her.
This has nothing to
I
do
will
with
hire her emotionally and sexually.
But this thing has nothing to do
They
with.
asked me about what's Umoya. Nigga, ask me how I'm doing that bed.
Damn, bro.
I wanted you guys to understand. Like, according to my understanding, I'm I'm very soon, but I'm got chat. But understand this, kulobola, and the husband and I discuss no tata no bani, we negotiator. The first thing is this, lamziloana uzobeka price. Yeah, ubeka imali. Yeah. And then in negotiation, okay, no, ibele like her first breast was broken. That means that she has a child. Yeah,
broken tits.
Yeah, no man. Like, she has a child. Now, ubona abantwana ababini. Omabini amabele ophukile ifana ifana noswaza isisu yabona. And then that deduct about like 50,000 bekwe pha.
If you're negotiator.
And then ingene kwisikolo yabona, ingene kwinsebenzo. Kwinsebenzo ingena kwindaba yoba like sorry, it actually like it comes to it comes to the manner of uba okay, does she have a child? If she has a child, it's a minus. Does she have two children? If she has two children, no, it depends on the negotiation. Yeah, but does she have two children? It's a minus. So they put a price.
So 10,000.
The 50. Let's say the 50.
10,000.
Okay, then take a look and copy 10,000 because I've already did the
so
calculation.
So
that's my uncle's job, not mine. I'm not even there. I'm never
so
there.
not influence.
Like you, the person doing the money, like okupi money, you are never there.
So they would like, okay, I must say back in the day before he currents a little hands into my.
Yeah, I'm again go.
Yeah,
why go?
Okay. So to then chop enough.
Every time was
no, we have.
Every time
like okay, it has never been about when in our culture it has never been about when they say 20 cows. It has never been that when the negotiation happened, which one now we slicing the cow half, or so we slicing the knees of the cow, whatever. The angles.
You take it too far.
It has always been about it's minus a cow.
Yes.
Yeah. Everything that is broken, quotation marks, broken of a woman, it's minus. It wasn't 10,000 at that time anymore.
So she be broken. So the woman be broken and shit.
No, quotation marks. If a breast is broken, that means that she has a child. Ne? As a child in Xhosa, it's seen as in the term it's poor, like a landoza.
A fucker.
Yeah, but ultimately speaking, even though
Throw your alcohol,
you throw your no. This is what your uncles and your fathers like and your grandfathers discuss. Yeah, one. And therefore, good. Okay, fine. She has one broken breast. The second breast is also broken, so she has two children. That thing actually has
she has
three broken breasts.
but
Three broken.
Do you know how much that thing has emphasized in our own way of living? Tina, when we were in our mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, whereas you would actually think that you would actually bankish or you would actually 560 to put the term, a woman who actually has like a child or two, yeah, it's something about I know what
if it's 3 babies with 3 baby daddies?
It's something that is still here. Yeah.
Hey man,
it's something
I'm trying to tell you in this day and age now, like age looking for a woman I'm dead.
But this is like my crush on my point.
People are out here roaring.
The crush of my point is the fact that everything, like what they discuss there, is never a matter of, okay, here's the price. It's a matter of what they believe are the negative aspects of the woman. Does she have schooling? Is she taking care of the house that she's not supposed to be taking care of anymore? You understand? Is she doing this?
If you have checked the checklist, if you have ticked yes, how much would the price be?
It depends on what was placed before.
You know, let's say. Okay.
Do you know why they bring a bottle for negotiation? It is a multi-day discussion. No, it's a multi-day discussion. It's a multi-day. It's not one time, but if you got one day and it's done.
So is it part of
it's
every
months.
day?
No, I swear to God, it's months. Like people come and go for months. Those families have their own egos.
People lay one, imagine that.
No, who's on the bottle every time figure?
Not one bottle, maybe 5 bottles.
One bottle every time figure?
No,
Not
but
one,
like
more than one.
equals Lisa the bottle.
Doesn't also sell them.
No, Lisa no, umndeni kaloku funeka bamkele ngebottle yabo. I might be wrong, but funeka bamkele ngebottle yabo. Kuyahlala kuselwa pha kuxatyana uxoxe uthukwane. Uhanjwe and then they come to you, the person who wants to marry this woman. But wena no, miyeke lo mntana ikaka ifamily.
It's deep, bro. It's crazy.
They come to you and say you can't marry that person.
But I think okay, we can go ahead.
Do you know yabuza pha ba excel nifike njani apha niyasela ba excel hlala apha. That question alone, you pop a bottle, you say this.
Oh, Nyansel is dozens actually.
This is how you find a crib, make a bottle to come walk.
No. I wasn't trying to get too deep into it. I was just trying to figure out cause that's why my answer was like I learned about basically we live now in an equal society, right? Ostensibly. So when you look at the situation here, lobola, it goes against everything. Not okay, that doesn't really go
Like
against
modern
everything.
civilization.
It go against a lot of the things, the modern civilizations of how you're supposed to treat women and all those things, right? It goes against a lot of that. But Sisonke, as black people, we all still hold on to it. Yeah, we try to see teen, but no, it's not this, it's this. No, it's gratitude. It's move. But let me tell you this. Let's be honest here. In older societies, women were treated as commodities.
Yes.
To be traded, to be bought, to be sold. Yeah, even in the Bible, a woman it was traded. Women are traded. We were traded. Again, because we want to hold on to these things, we find ways to make them palpable. Just in case. Yeah. So this is why for me, if they like, we ball now here. You know?
Rich.
Mansions and jewels and koozies. So they can be like, hey, my broke ass, okay, our daughter loves you, we don't give a fuck. I'm charter, man. Yeah, well, so if they don't want it, I'm not gonna force them. Like, would you force them?
No, of course not. Yeah. But I say that the argument should never be about the woman must be part and parcel of it, because it still enables the fact that we are ultimately buying the woman. I would say that should it happen or shouldn't it? I don't believe that a lobola
it's her family's decision.
I don't believe that lobola is actually something that should actually be enforced in this day and age.
It's her family's decision. And then if her family, whatever money her family tells me, I'm like, baby, 50-50.
Yeah, but you know the arguments which happen afterwards. I'm a child of marriage and divorce. You know the arguments which happen
if I argue, I'm a little no, girl, you ain't shit. You're not here to be 50-50 with me. You're here to destroy me.
Now, can I?
That's why.
Can I have?
I don't think it's necessary anymore.
I think at times we, as a society as a whole, especially African society, Black African societies in South Africa, there's a bit of something that we move from a false premise here, from we're not living in an equal society. We're not living in the same age and the same pace at the same time. Yeah. You'll find that you got a girl from the rural area. This is how they live. They just moved to the city. This is how they live. When you're a city boy or wherever you are, not even a city boy, but you're somebody that thinks ahead or thinks futuristically or thinks about everything is equal, it must be 50-50 and all of that progressively. Yep, they call it progressively. Some people will tell you it's actually regressive because it's unreal, unreasonable. So there's those arguments as well. So if you're gonna move from a premise, okay, short, we're equal, we live in an equal society, everything is like that and so on and so forth, we're gonna lie to each other. But if we move from that premise, we're going to have these arguments, we're going to have these debates, and we actually want to move towards
in other words, the problem is demographics.
No, it's not even demographics. It's class in terms of financial situations. It's also gender as well, because you find that, okay, sure, male and female, Abanye are supposedly earning more, Abanye are supposed to do this and that and that. And then it's also cultural as well. So we've also got those three elements as well. So we cannot say, okay, the pros, okay, John, we're moving from this premise, but John, we are equal, we live in an equal society, this is how things should work, and this is what should be happening in the future. This is what we're driving towards, what we're striving towards. For right now, this is why we're having these debates and arguments. And this is where I find that it becomes really difficult for most of us, because you're going to have your own ideas, the women have their own ideas, the family have their own ideas, and this is why you find that everything gets fucked up. Fucked up everywhere. You'll find that we don't get married because in one awards could be 45,000, check out 45,000. Because when family from like 20,000, when you're fucking banging, you're blocking all these needs. Everything just gets messed up.
No, naturally, because the economy to now doesn't allow it.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. You're right, man. What we expect about life in about equality and it's unrealistic. We are not born equal. Yeah. Some people are born smarter, stronger, richer,
more equal than others.
Taller, more equal than others.
Whiter,
more beautiful, whiter. Yeah, well, it's
harder, like the man said.
Yeah, we're not born equal, but the thing is, we must still strive for it. Just because as a core well is doesn't mean niggas is nami. Yeah, so this goes in, but you will hear the same people who say by patriarch, right? But
the same people.
Yeah, well, those same people will say that. So these things, in as much as we can say whatever, lobola and feminism are diametrically opposed. Yeah. Like zero opposed.
Yeah.
The ideas is opposed to each other, right? So we strive for an equal society. We do strive. Like even maybe you'll figure one day. Just feel it isn't like you. Okay, I get sequel song and go down the shop.
Pipe dream.
But as I say, it was only Lisa about this again, but I'm a chill again. So man's on my chill.
Why are we coming off topic?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Like in the, I think all of us have known each other for like the past decade or so, ne?
Yeah. And not as much.
Yeah, okay. Good for you. Now, in the past decade, we've seen how the world has shifted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do believe that we are smart enough to realize that we have observed on how the world has shifted and how it has impacted us individually.
Mm-hmm.
That like people who are span having a careers, they saw that the career is pointless because like we still in the same grind no matter how much we try. You know, now at the same time, do you not believe that the way that our culture was defined pre our births, you understand? Do you not think that it is time now for it also to be redefined by us?
It gets some of it.
We are childs of two generations, understand that? The 80s were two generations. The generation of Lando's Utinezelo, which was the what do you call it, like the apartheid regime, and the child of freedom. We're actually born in between. We are all of us were born in between this period.
Yeah.
Now, that change, it happened. Freedom, it happened. Like mentally, we were more free. Like I know personally that.
What is the millennials?
Millennials.
Yeah, like Tina. No, millennials are 2099, 90s.
No.
So millennials are like us.
Oh, us.
Okay, abantu abacabuke nge-millennium.
So consequentially, now,
80s, baby.
yeah, our fathers.
Man, I grew up in the 80s.
You were born there, but you grew up in the 2000s.
Consequentially, our fathers made the change. The change happened.
Yeah.
They didn't understand the consequence and the concept of the change, but they made a change. Now, Tina, we are trying to adapt like the same concept of the way they grew up, the trauma that they lived, and we are trying to assimilate it with the mental changes of the modern woman, the modern man, the modern everything. There's things like, wow, when I moved from Eastern Cape to a Western Cape, I got a culture shock on how people here live.
Yep.
You understand? And I'm like, don't you think it is actually time where we say that in Abazel lobola and Indoni? I'm not saying lobola is wrong. I'm not saying it should not happen, but we should be the people who are the first to make the first step. Yoguti, yazi Indoni. Ilobola should not only be granted to the guy. Yeah. Ilobola should not be the thing that pays umchato okanye iphele
The family.
and then abantu can't even survive to eat isonga, you understand? Whereas like uthi wena 50-50, I understand that, but I'm saying that lanto lena should ufuneka ithathwe ku root cause, whereas even the parents should actually
I hear you, and it's beautiful. And when we are the stewards of our culture, we can make those decisions.
but we should become.
But we are not the stewards right now. Like now, we talk about malume, noban, the elders. Rules are powerful, Vit.
No big labels on the table.
Lobola is a very tricky thing. So,
Of course,
I think this lobola question came to the wrong audience because
it comes from a discussion based on about a personal situation.
as not timeless gaga, so they cannot make a decision on how much
I don't speak for yourselves.
Come on, bro.
these niggas don't have a price tag on
Love does not mean it's just because number one doesn't mean only love. I love Amahuli. Like I honestly believe without Amahuli lots of these things in this world would fall apart.
But who would you define as a wool?
That's what I want to know.
Okay,
apparently.
What do you love about Amahuli?
I'll tell you what Iwule is. Iwule is a person of easily acquired affection.
Oh, she.
All of them.
Yeah, not all people have easily acquired
There's a
affection.
cherry easily acquired.
See, I said a person. It was not just a chair. That's a chair.
Oh, she. Iwule can be a nigga.
Iwule can be a
Oh
nigga.
shit. Not with that one.
Easily acquired affection.
Do we have Amahuli up at the room?
Please.
Nice.
Bongo.
Jesus, imagine.
Bongi.
My God.
Bongi. I'm just mentioning the three.
That nigga with the
side.
shades. That nigga with the
Three
shades.
that side.
They Lisa Bobby.
They're hating in names as no P.
I wish we could look shooting right now because that kind of
No, you're targeting us. No, better let's it.
No.
Oh, man.
Have you ever said no to a woman?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I've said
hell
it.
yeah.
Hell
All the
yeah.
time.
I've said it
All
all
the time, every day, all
All the
day.
time.
Of course. I mean, Ubule doesn't mean you say yes to everyone. but it means you say yes a whole lot.
Baby, can you please go deeper? No, baby.
Like,
Go deeper.
like I would say, let me make it scientific now. If you say yes 88% of the time,
The yes man.
Nelisa.
Nah,
I
but
am
what
there.
I would say when I'm on, I don't know because during the corona, you actually said no.
I was scared to die. I was scared to die. I mean, like,
You were scared to die.
when the self-preservation comes in, guys, of course, you know, Siba.
Some people didn't even fucking like that was not even an option.
Actually, don't mention the bongi yet. I was also in the same boat.
Yeah,
I was locked up. I was waiting for level 1.
Let me tell you this much, Dane. For el xesha lonke smash, I've been saying it all food. If iCovid bendivumene na, yozongeka.
It's a good thing no names were mentioned, but we know about you look like. Get
Yeah,
that
well-
right.
Ulanduza
lying to himself.
udoda Mkhize wathi lockdown, wathi hand, wathi amaphozo sicela pa hand, hey guys, tontoni. Ha, this guy was like, hey, if the holes are out here, I am out here. Yabona? And ngile mendiyibuze ngoku, it's another thing I've been wondering about. Okay, masuku la lobola, that was very heavy. Benifaka into a groove. Yabo.
Fuck that cock.
Ingele kwi-groove ngoku.
Baby, the lobola.
Chat. Tell you, Panwe.
My man,
Tell it, Panoy.
oh baby, does not have enough data to stream the way it.
So what my man? Kule pandemic, ne? How close or how well have you guys obeyed the rules? Like right now we're not obeying the rules right now.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Honestly, back.
Like guys, I keep
No
up.
social distancing.
No, my man.
Honestly,
Guys, listen to the
speaking,
rules. Did you guys even listen
black
to the
people
rules?
don't listen to any rules.
Social distancing. Gatherings. These are gatherings.
No, you can go to a half of
4
what
different
this
families.
room can carry. There's currently 5 people here. This room can carry about
5
15.
different families.
15 at 1.5 meter
Sorry.
distance.
Auntie,
No.
Auntie,
Capacity of the room would be
go on,
4.
I'm about to host the annual.
You're not gonna host the annual.
Okay, it's not up to you.
I'll fill up.
I'm about
Announce it to my
I'm about to host.
Fuck
Fuck the venue.
I'm
about to host the annual.
YouTube launch.
The annual was going to be less than 50, but I will tell you one thing: the cops are still on coming. Although we're sitting in the West Hill, with a capacity of 50 or 100, I will have less than 50, and they will still have a problem.
How many of you guys are gonna practice social distancing?
Are you practicing right now?
That's why I'm leaning on the window.
Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine running game on a chair? I was on a chair 1.5 meters away.
Yeah.
That's all that's in a
Hey, man, can you hear me? You look cute tonight.
That's all that's
I
in
I don't even know how to run game, but I know.
Chesa.
But that's never gonna happen.
Yes, man. Only good men.
How do you run
Be
game?
careful of those niggas.
We
That
don't run
lie
games
before other
Oh,
niggas.
nice.
I don't run games.
But ultimately, we don't adhere. Like especially Ekasi, we never adhere, and it's not something that is.
Why
okay.
is that though?
It's not okay.
There's different elements to it. Bro.
Because no, actually, dig deeper, guys. Dig deeper. We have grown in poverty and seclusion. We have grown in this.
Exactly.
We have grown with death in our doorsteps. Believe it or not, when they say now to everybody that death is also on their doorsteps,
Not really scary.
it doesn't hit that hard. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's a saying about
No,
live
that
life
is
like it was
honestly.
is-
No, we all have grown to fear death, but we've all grown to actually be desensitized with the desensitized. Desensitized.
Are you
Desensitized.
Are you talking about sanitized?
Death. Like literally, a couple of months ago, they shot 3 guys outside my house. That happened, and everybody flocked. Yeah, boy. And that was during Corona, like no social distancing and everything. They shot those niggas, and 2 of them died. 1 of them lived, and I was shocked. I was fucking traumatized.
Were you shot?
No, I was traumatized. Yeah, boy.
It's die every day.
No, but ekasi, that is something that andizothi something and andizamkoyikisa abantu abadikasi. That is something that when it happens, there are people who have lived their lives here who that thing happens
Me?
Ubongo lives like ngakwasasa. They get shot all the time there.
We don't
now,
get shot.
when they say there's a coronavirus which kills people every 2 weeks, yeah, and there's multiple deaths. It's like I could get shot in the Songa opposite in Somali by me not doing anything, but just like I was just there at the wrong time.
So then basically you're saying, like us, like people, we live our lives as a fatalistic already.
We live on the edge.
We
already.
live constantly on the edge.
Just going to work
of
is
Ukufa.
a problem.
Yes. Constantly on the edge of Ukufa. So for us, threatening us with death is not really effective.
I think for us the biggest threat when you come here, one, Pelham Sevens, that's very true. Yes. 2, losing your parents because we are responsible, right? And you're losing loved ones because you are irresponsible. So it's one of those things where you're like, ish, you don't even want to visit your mom, or you don't want to go to your house. But at the same time, you got to go there to drop off groceries. At the same time, just got to go there to check up on them. And then it's one of those biggest threats because we've seen people die. People we've known off dying.
No problem.
So, but personally,
the point is this.
How
many people I know close friends or Ayla and stuff who used to bury people they know intimately every single weekend. Yeah. Every weekend. Next Saturday, switch. Next weekend, I can't believe. I can't believe na you will. I can't believe na you will. And then who's a threat? Your corona. This guy is burying close friends every weekend.
Listen to me properly.
But does that
okay, can I clarify what I'm trying to say? I said I think the biggest fear, the biggest threat was losing your loved ones or your parents because of COVID. But Thomas, the first time we understood when you say misunderstanding was to say, okay, Jonga, abantu abadala yabakhawulezisa. So we think about, hey, doesn't know. Nato na lundu yiga ke ngoba ngayifumana mhlawumbe survive but nispread abantu abadala unknowingly. I think personally,
I think when it comes to death, for us black people, we don't really fear dying, because we unlike the other cultures up Islands, we have the ancestral beliefs or we believe energy or shile or they talk to us, they teeny. So it does not really a problem for us. Our biggest problem with death is that's our real concern.
And what you're gonna leave behind.
Think about the fact that other people buy life insurance, funeral insurance.
Same one.
If there's a way about what we leave behind, it's just away life insurance.
On the other side, yes.
But I think poverty is a problem for Tina.
When you live constantly on the edge, when they add one more thing, you're like,
that's part of the list.
It's part of the list. Yeah. Like talentos, like for instance, abona apekazi abagum ukwabantu abephangela. Baphangela ngofo.
Bahamba apha be dodging bullets. They go down dodging bullets. I've been there.
Go up dodging bullets, going through the malls every day. You're going to work every day. Every day, you're risking your life.
Yeah, fit.
If we are late in 17, you're risking your life.
And it's normal.
It's normal. We are used to it.
Abona kule ndawo hlala kuyo. Akhumbula ngosasidla ndihla ngo5 ekseni ukufonela ezantsi. I used to walk down this road. Down this road funeka sibe liqhuba like a herd of cattle. And then uba kurojwa umuntu. It's like everybody runs in every direction. Yeah. That herd of cattle, that was a false sense of security.
The slowest zebra gets eaten.
The slowest gets eaten.
Go to work now.
I prefer like either emva kwabo, just before them, or just like phambi kwabo. So they kabethi gqi. Yazi bamna my floating turns to running immediately. But that is the life we live like cattle here. Like we live like we are waiting. We are always expecting the worst.
I think we feared soldiers more than the corona. We feared soldiers more than the corona. That's when we catch almost by when you are so catch you can't be talking to police. The corona come on.
Let me tell you something about the corona field. Yes, corona is
Dr.
real.
Nelisa?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking, medical experts.
The corona is real. But it only becomes real when someone close to you dies, probably to show corona. But one thing about a sickness, it's not just something bad, globally. everyone believes that isiguli can be cured. Okanye sibe controlled.
Is the
It's
not
uncoincident.
acceptance of Philandos?
I find a gun is a better trying to box immediately. Like really like, so which is why because you're packing.
No, they can't.
But let's take a look at it from a global perspective, man. But America is a very
No,
violent,
globally,
it's a very violent country.
Every single video.
Look at Sweden.
Let me mention
America
this.
has gotten used to school shootings.
No, Sweden. So that country came to Sweden. It didn't have to okay, Zagak. Now I tell about no. When made a mistake, there's no such thing as herd immunity.
Strategy.
The thing about herd immunity, they don't understand that for herd immunity to work, a number of people have to die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, so the family
No,
because there's a release.
But let me mention something.
When you hear Kutua, no, it's only gonna kill 1% Yabantu, right? What's 1%? And then you realize, my country has
100 people. Let's say 100.
Let's say my
Then
country
10 people are gonna die.
No, that's not 1%, man.
That's 10%.
No, I'm saying let's say it kills. Let's say it kills.
Your man skills.
It kills 1% people.
We got the best here.
We have 300 million people, right? That means 3 million people are gonna die from this thing. And then let's say like 3 million people. 4 are in your family.
Then it starts repeating. That's true.
No, but
okay.
But let me tell you this. Let me tell you about the host here too. He host here too. I'm sorry, Uba. He'll probably cut this out. But he host here too.
I'll cut this shit out.
His next door neighbors and like abantu apestratweni kuye and even his own family. Yeah, contracted the coronavirus. It hit him hard. Yeah, it hit him hard because during the worst times of the corona, we tried we tried to adhere. Behlala endlini, work from home, staying. Naxa nisiza kuye mask on, naxa siza mask on, ikhupha kai phambi kwami, sanitize everything. We did everything. But people he knew around him started dying. But it had a lot of impact going. But something that you need to realize is this. At one instance, something he's never seen before. Yeah, a kid who's younger, he's younger than my youngest brother. Yeah, got shot 4 times in the face here, and he stayed dying for 6 hours. A kid who had no corona during the corona pandemic, had no corona, had nothing. 4 hours. No, I said 4 hours. Oh, sorry. But he stayed.
That was a long time though. I even came through the day.
2 hours is a long time.
I saw that.
Just 4 hours. He stayed dying. Yeah, Mamela. This is during the worst pandemic of in the 21st century. It's the worst. There's been no other pandemic.
So you're still young, man.
Yeah, but it's the worst. It's the worst. The 20th century had the bubonic plague. No, man. Mamela, to him, what he saw with him, what hit him hard, which was hitting him, it's still constantly hitting him. That one thing where he had to actually send all WhatsApp statuses, but this kid is still out there and he's still breathing. And Abakafiki, people who can help. That to me had more impact to us at that time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking it. But
here's the thing about COVID, man. COVID, I hear what you say, but COVID, it's a distance thing. It's almost like a clinical death. When seeing someone get shot, it's a very different thing. From someone coughing, and then ending up elandus.
Hey, one.
It's a special.
no, I'm listening.
Someone getting shot, someone getting shot.
That's traumatic, bro.
And then that kid literally was breathing through I don't know what, because the blood holes were in his face, man. I don't know what he was breathing through. So until he breathed his last. So when you see that, it's very different from someone just cough, and then you see a landuza.
Ambulance coming through to pick them up.
Ambulance come pick them up. Yeah,
but what does it? The question is, what does that do to you? You've got a chance.
Open the door.
Yeah, what does it do to you? There's this pandemic, there's this virus where you have a chance to live. And then you know that something like that can happen, and you know that the same people. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Galogo. Us black people, we are very fatalistic.
like you think about the fact that on the trips there's the Easter, there's the festive. Like you land Eastern Cape. There's a bus and taxi.
Dude, and it's mostly black people. But
And we don't stop. We still travel.
We don't stop. We still go. Yeah, but we are very fit. We black people we are very accepting of hardship. Of Windows Zimbi, as bar. This is part of life. Like okay, can you? It's like
we've learned to accept it into as bad.
Like what happened with HIV? Yeah,
we learn to live with it.
See, with the more privileged people in this country, their problem with COVID is the control that has been put over them.
Exactly.
They hate being told what to do. See, now we don't mind being told what to do. If Kutra before I go into the liquor store and I mask, I know the mask. So right?
And then not to sell about them, you say mask.
One more thing.
Whereas abantu who are more privileged. Oh, shut up, brother. Why would you mask?
Why can't I go to the beach?
What can't I go to the beach?
Did you see that video by America? Like I was totally about
Imagine.
Give them 2 days.
It's what I call white person privilege.
Give them 2 days. They've been no pandemic.
One time.
Hundreds of thousands.
In an area, one time in an area we can't afford. We are
No,
still
it's
reminded
like
of that.
Mm.
And people got arrested that day.
We are still reminded. People got arrested.
No one keeps being available.
The blessing, big blessings.
Inside the Kings Bay, the whole of Cape Town is exempt.
Wine tasting is guys.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be such a monster beans versus the wine tasting.
Off the record.
Guys, we're digressing now.
Oh, we are digressing.
Econ wine tasting. For real.
We are digressing. Bring us back.
That's how conversations work, man.
Actually, I don't have a dictionary.
Here's how conversation works.
Let's see anyway. Jesus Christ.
But we've digressed.
You want to digress like a motherfucker. You went on a personal spiel, but yeah. You see what's happening in this community?
No, as I was trying to explain the concept of corona. This corona doesn't impact Abanyama because we die every day. That is the whole point.
No, it impacts us. It's just we don't care that much.
On that speech, Simon, when was the last time you had sanitizer in your house?
Washing the toilet to wash that damn hand. Well, I will feel it.
Washing machine.
Sanitizer, washing machine.
After how many months?
Washing machine.
Have you ever had your own we are such a skin?
Polish skin.
No, yes, you. It's actually.
That's what I'm saying. That's
soft like a motherfucker.
That's how I know a woman is with Mary. That's how I know a woman is with Mary. Let me tell you, what you don't ever want to do is mistaking a hand wash for a face wash.
Oh my God, don't do that.
No, who's done that?
Me.
You put it
Yeah,
here.
cheese.
While everybody out serves the face wash.
Some of us, we have to work hard.
As one not take this.
Acknowledge your privilege.
Natural.
Woo! Talk about take digs.
Take digs.
Yeah, he's been told if I don't take digs.
Yes! You were there. I was there.
Yes.
Don't I look like take digs? What's up, PJ? What's up, PJ?
Take digs.
Watch, don't I look like take digs?
But and then what happened?
He got late.
Thank you.
Hey, take this.
Not by the same women.
James Bond.
No, so corner.
James Bond. Yes, sir. James Bond.
007. Let's just see.
It just shows by Chinzi does belong up in Zanzibar.
Well, I don't know, man. James Bond's
Wesley Pipes.
With the pipes.
Ufaka phakathi.
God, hit me up, Fitch.
Uzakhipha abo flexes on zone
Yo
points.
kaloku nam sifaka i-vice respect and i-vice.
See, I need to go to
Yeah, he doesn't mind. Trust me, he doesn't mind.
Fred, I need to go to Gooks.
Yeah, it doesn't
Separate
mind.
cokes, Joe.
50.
550, how many?
Whoever's willing to risk.
Sam, Joe.
I'll tell you, I'm almost 6'9".
Sam, 50. The Poga, the Manchester, Leeds.
Man, why do you have to go through the trauma of it? You can just get
I've done the
phone
Leeds
in.
sometimes.
Can I ask you niggas, why bother supporting any team in anything now? Like,
I don't support anything that I don't have control over.
Like what?
Chiefs,
I love my football club.
Chelsea.
Me personally, I love my football
Wait,
club.
you don't have control with Bayern Munich xa ibethwa yilantuza xa ibethwa yi-PSG kalathi ka-Flex. Whoa.
Well, in real life, Bayern
Whoa. But you still play with it.
Bayern rules. Yeah, they're a very strong team, man. It's a pity that we don't have a PlayStation right now because some nigga, which I won't mention, we took it hostage. That's a lot of ice, man.
Just
I
mention
prefer
it.
2 ice blocks.
He took your pee.
Man, what?
Ayabo. Imagine you put colors in the
Yeah, it's good. It's
quality man.
Yeah.
I'm a quality man.
Well, you can bring it back.
We've been talking for a long time now.
Abantu baye besela ngoku.
Check the time, man. I invited. I was probably was in the door.
Who invited when?
We already about almost an hour and a half in now.
Yeah, but
Accumulate data to listen to all this shit.
clock it at
Real
2
talk
clock it at 2
about
hours. You're gonna cut it
bullshit.
logo pre. You're gonna cut it pre.
I have unlimited night data, so I'm gonna hard copy.
Say guys, if this shit doesn't
Yima ngible unlimited
Work.
night unayo wena.
Snai OnlyFans.
Actually, when I do
Some of you guys only, bro.
Snai OnlyFans say caras as a machita.
whoa.
If this shit doesn't pop off,
What's up, man?
we'll put through the
Anything
name for
for
the OnlyFans.
anything for the cat.
Slaughtering.
Come hello high water with that.
Cows up in this
There are 6 people. There are 6 people who on average
not part of
there
that.
are 6 people who on average know 60 people each.
Pause.
Ubonge say
Elongation.
Pause.
Slaughtering.
Pause, sir.
God,
What's wrong with you guys?
We almost went the whole show without saying pictures.
Hey.
you know what? I wanted to say it.
I would like to say I was not part and
That's my
parcel
favorite
of
word.
this
What
shit.
the bitches.
I swear to God,
I said my
I do not
bitch-
know
I said
this
my
guy. I
bitches.
just met him today.
Okay, let me cut
Man,
this.
very favor, man.
Me and my bitch love each other.
When you're cutting, don't cut into it. Cut and save it. We fold like
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
shit.
We need the full,
Uncut,
full
yeah.
one and then he edits it one.
That's why there's a hard drive, man.
Yeah, man. Funubono at Club City, they'd rather go bone higher than pay.
Oh, actually, Bongi, am I allowed, or is it gonna be another topic? Am I allowed to actually justify my landuza, my reason for insanity for saying that Ungaya would actually be
Yeah,
better?
it was for
Go
today.
ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Later.
Talk.
Okay, Mamela, Melissa, regardless.
I wanted for you, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you do short answer?
Ungabe nje umntwana papa.
Yes, I'll fight COVID, guys.
Amela,
I'm just selling beers.
we COVID awareness, we are sharing
No.
what
Yeah, I
was to the
Hey,
show.
buddy, I'm not the Savan.
no, it's fine.
Yeah, you.
Session one and then session
Man, we are never leaving the planet.
Kula topic COVID. Apparently, selling wood to see we are sharing it.
I'm nigga.
And the host didn't want to share the way he spliff now because of it.
Melissa, let me justify myself.
Just dash out.
We see
Oh
Caleb
my
moving.
God.
Okay, I'm coming. What it
But
was-
see, I wanna justify myself. Because Abandu have a fucking misconception of thinking that Ungaya is a horrible thing.
Oh, yeah.
The worst thing
before
which our culture.
Sorry, I had a girl, man.
Right before Kubeke, Ubunqai means to go along street.
Yeah, and buy a woman.
Yes.
No.
About that.
Whoa!
Hayi bo machita.
Or buy a man.
Njalo
Or
na-
buy a man. Regardless. I'm talking about those things. I'm saying there's a misconception about Abanayo. Whereas they accept the business ethos which have been dictated to them by their higher ups. The people who actually the same people who actually can prostitute their own business ethos regardless of anything. But abanoti, when a woman, do you know what? I am willing to give you this for this transaction. But no, it is unethical. That is to me so weird.
Do it for your career, but it's really can't do
No,
it for
remember everything we buy for pleasure. Yeah. Everything we pay for a transaction for them to actually.
What I'm saying is it's illegal to do it for business, but people are doing it. Like
no, apart from that, apart even from that, government said we're born from a religion, whatever, religious, whatever.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't think you're gonna get that deep with it. It's a double leg out of it.
No, I'm saying it's double crab.
No, I don't know. It's not bad. I will stand by it. Even if you can bring my
I'm still
fiancé
waiting for
to
the
the
justification.
show, I will stand by it.
Okay, we'll talk, but I'll write it down. But right now, let me just. But yeah, so
I'm gonna buy dash. I don't know why I get excited.
La lobola talk.
Samachilo, we need bitches out here though to balance the testosterone.
Bitches.
This is a
I've bitches.
I got calling this.
What am I drinking out of it?
Huh?
What am I drinking out?
Vice Ron in America. Nestro. Great Tizer. Mans.
Don't look like it.
I taste and then it goes. Yeah, Babongi. I'm saying, we need women, not bitches, we need women.
We need bitches to balance out what we talk about.
We need women.
Bitches.
Okay, hold on.
This is a pilot.
Our bitch is willing to come through and
No, my woman is willing to come. Your bitch is like dynamite.
Just to see.
she's
Why
willing
5
to come
minutes?
through. She's cool. She's done
Oh my god.
It's just
Ah,
video.
she's willing to
It's
come
be
through.
ordered.
Give her opinions. She's a student, she's really
Oh my god, no!
She's very strong opinion.
No! No, my god.
Yeah,
No. No, I don't give Which pressure am I talking about?
Like, tell me to
Yeah, we need to see.
These students though are very horrible creatures.
What?
Yeah,
Why
I
do
don't
you
understand.
discriminate
They're like
against
ants
students?
where they move in a straight line, but then they start eating a new bitch.
Why do students they don't have the right to their opinions.
No, they are like horrible.
Why are you saying Jennifer Keller?
It's snitching time. They landed la pose.
It says snitching segment is.
Oh my god! Jesus!
100,000.
That!
100,000.
Why do you think the topic was about?
I was.
That's what I said. Wait, when you said 100K, I'm like, yo, this guy.
Tell her,
I wasn't selling out, just
He
be
didn't know
honest.
about
Drew,
He didn't know if
Why Patala?
Yeah, that's 100K.
I am definitely going to his wedding and if I EXO. I said, but I was going to No, wait! 100,000!
100,000.
What's in your house, the way?
He got 100K.
No!
You're gonna.
The fuck is 100K?
Oh,
Just 100K.
No, just 100K.
100K. By the way.
No wonder Spizza. Jesus, how much money does he have?
Guys,
Yo, bitch. Got a baby, my nigga.
let's be respectful of other people's relationships. But yeah, people
Says a nigga who came up with the topic and came up with 50-50.
I just genuinely hear opinions about it. because I respect your opinions. Otherwise, bring us in.
Come on. Which is a very positive thing.
Yeah.
That's how life works.
What the fuck?
Yeah, sometimes kafunu. Sometimes kafunu advice.
Which fucking uncles agree to that?
Uncles got
Niggas, time for sign up.
Hey,
hold up, wait.
I have to have a drink.
They tell me I taught 80,000. You
80.
Yeah.
Ni khola manje 5,000 inabani. Mina kuthiwa 10,000 kumna kwaZola. I'm like, okay.
But the nigga
Whatever
paid
you
40.
pitch one,
Like
it's
it's 80
because
and
both-
paid 40.
Both breasts were broken.
By me, nigga. By me.
Broken breast.
By me.
Broken breast.
Apparently, a woman has a breast cancer.
Breast cancer. What the hell?
Then you have to leave with one. You have to go to sleep with one nipple.
But I cannot score them down.
Ipili.
Hey guys, come
I
on.
bet some of them must buy one.
Can you sign us?
Can you stop commodifying women, bro?
Man, if she can speak English, she got school.
Women are not a commodity, bro.
If she can speak English, you're not scared.
Damn, bro.
You almost kept a straight face.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, go on record. Women.
Oh, my brother.
You see what happens? Now, okay, my man, like, I post this shit.
It costs us for that.
Let it be what it is, nigga.
You're gonna cut. No, you're gonna cut. You're gonna cut. You're gonna cut. I was going
Position next thing. Oh no, my career. my
Bese
career.
ubongo asked me about the way that Instagram post on Ace.
This is a government
I'm
workers.
No, I'm trying to make him feel guilty first. Just roll.
Don't cut shit, fit, because you.
Oh no, my career.
Bongo,
Oh no, my
bongo.
relationship.
Sorry, Abongi.
Oh no, my relationship.
No.
You need to close it naturally.
Cut that shit.
Because you need to close it off naturally. So we need to go back into what we represented, like normal people.
Okay. No, I don't need to. I don't need to do a damn thing.